Hello, Capricorn Rising. I'm Britten LaRue. This is Scopes Unshamed for April 2026. This is the first time I've ever done Capricorn Rising for Scopes Unshamed. Welcome. Let's dive in. So, when I'm looking at April with you, I'm aware that the last couple of months may have been a little bit soupy and soggy, especially in just like your actual communication and how you're thinking and how you're, moving your thought into form in the world. We've had a Mercury retrograde in Pisces, Pisces is where you have like communication in your chart. And so you may have felt a little bit like you were moving downstream in an inner tube and you weren't totally sure like what shores you were going to come up on. And that can feel frustrating when you're trying to be a communicator. So that energy is really passing off now. You've learned a thing or two, like integrate it, put it in your pocket, put it in your heart. And now we're on to new themes. The themes are changing. And we're going to begin the month with a full moon. And that full moon is really going to be lighting up a huge corridor of your life, which is your public reputation, your career, what you're known for, your work in the world, like the fruit that's falling off your tree to give away. And I'm inviting you to notice what is coming up. Like what are the experiences? What are the encounters? What are the conversations? What is being shown to you about your relationship to your work in the world and to your reputation, which is a complicated thing. This is an opportunity for you to notice where you want to have more agency, where you want to feel at right about it, like right about it, like how does your heart feel about what you're known for? This is a hard one to look at because this can be a big area of shame. The sense of like, I feel like I'm supposed to be fruiting something, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm fruiting something, but I don't know if anyone wants it. I thought I was going to have this fruit and I don't. Like, this is big stuff. The truth is that we're always in a navigating relationship with coming into right relationship with that. Like coming into right relationship for what you want to give, what you want to give to this world. And so much of our relationship to what we want to bring forward is deeply, deeply tied to what's deepest in us, that's deepest in our roots, that's deep in the foundations of who we are. And as such, the more we feel like we're clearing, healing, repairing these deep parts of who we are, even at like an ancestral level, lineage level, the clearing and the opening that happens there facilitates so much more like honest, heart-based energy for what we want to put out into the world. Especially clearing up what really aren't your strivings. They aren't your strivings for this world. They're maybe your caregiver strivings, maybe the overcultural pictures of success strivings. And so there can be a thing that happens as we come deeper and deeper into adulthood where we're realizing like that we are living into the world with these strivings that aren't even ours. And this hurts the heart, you know? This hurts the heart. And repair is possible. All possibilities exist for new ways of being in the present moment with how we show up. So there's a kind of poignancy, I would say, to April from the beginning, because then the big focus of the month for you is really about that inner foundational material. In a physical way, it can show up with how you're setting up home, like your actual living space. And like there's a lot of activation in the realm of like living space, home, and that includes present time home, as well as the whole history of home that you carry in your being here through your lineages. And so I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you to notice what are you being invited to see right now. And honestly, because you have Aries here, and this is your fourth house we're looking at here, and because Mars, the ruler of Aries, is going to be moving on through, and because your chart ruler, Saturn, is in Aries now for the next couple of years, so you're learning a lot over the next couple of years here, I think there's going to be a lot that's coming up. And it might appear as frustration, resentment, irritation, and inflammation, which are symptoms of Mars intelligence. We're taught to see these things as negatives. We're even taught as like wise spiritual people that these kinds of feelings are like low vibration. But actually, this is really wonderful intelligence because when we're frustrated, when we're annoyed, when we have resentments, that's information that's trying to get to us about what we really do want. But most of us were taught to shove down deep, deep under the foundations of ourselves, deep enough that we don't have to look at it. These, frustrations. And the thing is, just because we can't see them doesn't mean they aren't there. The only way to move them is to move them. Actually feel them and let them talk to you. Sometimes they make us see them and when we blow up. And that's not any fun because now we have more shame that not only does it turn out that we have some of these agitating feelings in us, but now maybe we've even hurt somebody or acted in ways we regret because it just suddenly blew. So in order to support ourselves and our loved ones from this happening, the invitation is to create conscious conditions for you to face and confront these frustrations, maybe even this rage. And in doing so, you liberate all this energy that you can now give honestly to the world. Because Mars and Aries energy is very honest. That's why we don't want to look at it. It's hard to be that honest. Truth is high sensation. Why are we afraid of the truth? Because we're afraid our world will have to change. And we humans are resistant to change. So be gentle. And when these hotter feelings, when this big energy starts to come in, I'm inviting you to welcome it because, like, roll up your sleeves. We got some truth coming in. We got some truth coming in. you can really have this opportunity to make a ritual space with yourself where you invite those feelings to come up and then you say, like, tell me what you really want. And you can let this part of you just, what I really want is, you've created a safe space for this. So now it can come forward and now you can see it. Ah, all right. Well, now it's up to you in your own agency and authority to care for the information that you just got. And agency lives in not you getting everything your way. Agency lives in you choosing to respond to information that you receive. So, based on what's coming up, what would be helpful for you to feel more secure in your foundations, to feel more secure in your living space, to feel more at home, to feel really like free? Like Aries wants to feel free to move, feel free to make a change, feel free to initiate something. Aries has a lot of fire, so it wants to not be stuck. It wants to not be stagnant. And these deep parts of you that roll up will create a kind of life force energy that you can now move through your system to move into what you want to give to the world. Just a little month, inviting you to be compassionate with this and comedic with this because laughter is very alchemical. You have support. There's a lot of support for you in the realm of life having to do with playing, having fun, your hobbies. Like, really find restoration, rejuvenation right there. Like, when this stuff feels like a lot, there is support for you. Agency is wherever you choose to seek support when you need it. So, inviting you to constantly be agency seeking, which will then mean being support seeking and also fun seeking. Thank you, Capricorn Rising. I look forward to seeing you in May.